Welcome to Business Live. I'm Mark Croskery. In BL tonight, first up, we got the leading ice cream company right here in Jamaica. Some would say the Caribbean. That's Caribbean Cream, ticker symbol CREAMY. So we're going to talk about now a dividend consideration coming up. It's released on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. The board of directors of CREAMY, they're going to get together just a couple of days from now, September 3rd, 2020, and the board is going to consider a dividend payment. Next up, we've got Panjam Investment here. They've come up with a quick notice here that their annual general meeting, that's the AGM, it's going to be virtual. Very responsible of them, good leadership here. It's posted similar to CREAMY on the JSE website, almost immediately. It will still be September 1st at 3 p.m. Now, Mayberry, Mayberry Investments. So, there's two different Mayberries. There's Mayberry, Jamaican Equities and Mayberry Investments. In this case, a securities dealer. So, the brand Mayberry. So some trading in shares here, a purchase or a buy. Always great to see, as we always say, when there's, a connected party or an executive, a director buying up shares. So 15,000 shares here, bought by a connected party just the other day, August 25th, 2020. Now some earnings here, not your typical quarter in terms of calendar quarter or so, but Jamaica Boilers coming out now with some nice earnings, not necessarily based on revenue growth, but some nice earnings overall. So this is Jamaica Boilers, and they've changed the whole look and feel finally of their quarterly results. So, some branding or marketing tweaks, showcasing just all their different segments. And on the revenue side, they didn't really hit the EPS on their revenue growth. That revenue actually fell probably due to COVID, 12.5 billion Jamaican for the quarter. This is a July quarter. They don't have a typical calendar quarterly or year end, as we said, but 12.5 billion versus 13.2 billion. So the revenue got hit a bit. Now the earnings per share, though, surprisingly actually grew, to 40.6 cents Jamaican versus 35.81 cents Jamaican. So they had some growth here, roughly, 13.4% year over year, double-digit growth. So that's good to see. Last up, overseas markets, Coca-Cola. Not so good news, but it should benefit them a year or two from now. Restructuring their workforce, just like everybody out there. It's not just impacting Jamaica, the Caribbean, but globally, especially when you see Coca-Cola having to do this with their 86,000 strong workforce and making these changes. And what the CEO says, they got to streamline their product portfolio, given the hits that they've taken, their earnings down, double digits, their revenues being hit and so forth, but more so earnings. They're going to focus on their big brands, their popular brands, really go to core, condense it. Now, this restructuring cost, voluntary, restructuring and so forth in terms of jobs, it's expected to cost them between 350 to 550 million US. A huge number, impact 4,000 jobs just to start of the 86,200 jobs. So let's see how this goes, but Coca-Cola making their moves, they should benefit from it, a few years from now, but let's see how it goes. They got jobs in Puerto Rico, Canada, USA, and some other places. I'm Mark Croskery, this is Business Live.